but nothing is there as well. And he will spot some players there. In fact, I think spot 2. They'll start offering themselves up to nothing. Spraydown comes in, and Stewie and Skadoodle making extra frags as well. They took the bomb site with 5, James. There's 3 left for Cloud9. And then now there's 4 players dead at the end of the round for Faze. That is some good work from Cloud9.
There's still money to buy, though, for the Cloud9 side. More pressure coming the way of Faze. Nothing but pressure for the remainder of Mirage. A must-win for Cloud9, and they're looking good at the moment. 5 AKs out. Skadoodle looking for a snap. I think he landed it.
He did. Insane shot, to be honest. And more to follow. Nico going down with his very fast play onto short. Skadoodle, an insurmountable player, it would seem, with this AWP at the moment. There's 2 players from Faze are still on middle, but with no way in with that smoke up for the time being. Faze in a lot of trouble because they started this round with 3 players who didn't have any grenades because of all the damage that Cloud9 did on the exits in the previous round. So that really goes a very long way. Even though Cloud9 lost that round, they've set themselves up very well here.
Nothing. Playing enough angle, or Rain trying to be sneaky just in case, but it wasn't enough. Kiyoshima's there to trade, however. Very sharp with his AK-47. Skadoodle picked off 3 on 3. Lots of time for Faze to move with. Stewie trying to position around triple, but it's not going to work out for him. Kiyoshima waiting for Shroud to peek from short. That leaves Automatic alone, and now the duels are being won by Faze. Cloud9 had a dominant run with the AKs, but Faze are in control of the AKs now. Instant timeout from Cloud9.
Yeah, Kiyoshima, what a great job. A saviour for Faze has risen, it seems, as he's made that one possible. Again, Cloud9 very confident in the 1v1s there. Just offering it up to Kiyoshima, but he's very good in those situations. But still, Cloud9 with a crazy advantage. It would be unthinkable almost for Faze to make it all the way back, surely. The Cloud9's money is not good. They're going to have to go for somewhat of a save here. It's kind of a half buy, just a bunch of pistols, some grenades. We're going to see just a Kevlar onto Stewie. So there's something to work with here for Cloud9. You would expect Faze, if they've been good at keeping track of the money, that they'll run an anti-eco here.
Molotovs are in play for Faze. Oh man, the Deagles continue to do nasty things for both teams. It is damage limitation. Now, AK's in an awkward place as well, and Rain may feel compelled to just cover it to make sure it does not end up in enemy hands. Nico's got the high ground as well, so we'll see if Cloud9 get greedy and try to retrieve the weapon. Skadoodle's moved deeper towards A, so we'll keep an eye and see if he heads towards ramp to pick it up. Faze just waiting at the moment. Pretty much everybody, save for Kiyoshima, standing still. Will C9 get greedy and go for that weapon? Doesn't seem to at the moment. Nothing moving back. Just in case anything's going on towards mid, he'll have a look, and he could catch Kiyoshima unawares. He's in the middle of mid at the moment, moving towards connector, but that smoke is still there. May save him for the time being, and indeed the bomb now rotates towards a ramp. Skadoodle playing the matchmaking spot. Here we go, the Molotovs begin the proceedings. Now, if that spreads, Skadoodle's going to be in a lot of trouble, but maybe he's in trouble anyway. Patient play with the P250, but it won't work out.
Unlucky not to get the frag there, to be honest, but in comes nothing. Looking for another one with the Deagle is denied in this case by Nico. As Shroud is playing off the smoke in jungle, and he's got a teammate coming in. Automatic is soon to be with him. Automatic with the CZ in hand. And this may just be a case of just trying to get an exit and trying to steal away another weapon from Faze. At this point, Faze don't know exactly where these 2 players are, and that could be to their benefit in getting the drop on a single player and maybe stealing one of those guns away, but looks like that's not the case. Kiyoshima finds Shroud. They'll still be on high alert towards this position. So they know that it's not safe, or it is potentially not safe. Faze playing it very cautiously here. Nice peek out from Automatic. Almost a second one, I feel like, but down to 14 health. He is surely going to be dead soon. The bomb should deal with him if he stays in this position for much longer. He'll be able to escape here, but maybe not. NiKo will take him down as he runs. Another round for Faze. They're on 9 now. Up against the 15 of Cloud9, as Cloud9 will now be able to buy once again.
AWP for Skadoodle. He's got the cash for his armor as well. We see a lack of helmets, but it doesn't really matter versus an AWP and 4 AK-47s. Can allow them to afford themselves some more utility instead. Quickly, Faze. Oh, this is like old Kyoshima, but it's Rain charging towards Connector. Missed those days where he'd be there in all of 10 seconds. A very quick take of Connector by Faze. Vintage Faze clan. No one anywhere near short B for Cloud9 to mount a defense of this position. And Faze, with a successful take of mid, will position themselves elsewhere. The flash is there, but it's not enough. Rain gets a frag regardless. Kyoshima picked off in Connector, but Rain is still there, doing damage. Karrigan picking up Skadoodle off. The trades continue on the A site, and now it's in the hands of the T's.
Yeah, nothing really needed someone to survive by Connector there to be safe against some of those angles, and unfortunately for nothing, he was not. Now it does fall onto Shroud and Automatic. Shroud has had a great game as far as clutches are concerned, but will it be a clutch to win the map? This is a doable spot here. They have grenades to work off of, flashes and incendiaries, a smoke grenade as well. There's utility here as they just wait for Faze to plant the bomb. Now they know for sure it's going to be the A bomb site. Shroud starts to move. Flashbang there for Shroud to safely peek for the time being. One more flash available. Shroud leads the way. They need to find the first player here. Smoke onto the bomb there to provide pressure. Great timing on the peak from Karrigan. And Automatic realizes with 23 health, it's all he can do now to get away with the AWP. But Faze realizes this. They're going to try to deny him. Nice flick shot there from Automatic, but that's everything he's going to get here. 15 for Cloud9 still. Faze, one more round. That means that they're on 10. Still 5 more rounds to go, James. It must be so excruciating to grind these rounds against Cloud9.
You say that, but you look at Kyoshima's face after each round. He's loving life, man. He's got a big smile on his face. It's great. He is pretty chilled out. The man is relaxed.
He's a very calm individual, that's for sure.
15 to 10, and Cloud9 are on the pistols. And now 5 rounds may not seem so far away from Faze. A Faze who have won 4 in a row. They've won 7 from 10 in this half. So they're enjoying success. The Eagles are out once again. It would be a shame for Shroud's explosive play in the first half to mean nothing ultimately. So Cloud9, they need to win this map. They need to take it to that third map to train. Stewie having a look. Not finding much. He's going fishing. But the lake might be dry. Karrigan and NiKo moving through the palace position. Checking all the usual spots bit by bit. It's going to be hard, though, to check that close right. Faze moving into Connector in the meantime. Karrigan spotted him, making some noise. We'll see when Stewie chooses to strike. If nothing goes down around Connector, that may mean that Stewie's more exposed. They may be forced into a play. And indeed, down goes nothing. So what does Stewie do now? He's exposed to Connector. He can't just stand his ground. On the low ground, he'll move towards ramp. Some pre-fire there. Just about not finishing off NiKo. Does in the end on the repeat, but it's a 2 versus 4. Versus pistols, Faze won't be too concerned.
Oh my god, it's happening again, isn't it? Shroud with a quick 1D onto Alu, looking for the quick peek onto the next shot. Oh, Shroud again, taking down Rain here. Automatic looking to push the smoke, and he might get very lucky with the timing. Gets the fast frag, the AK is collected, but he is dead. It's up to Shroud. He's got an AWP in hand now to finish it all off. Can't make it work. Karrigan with the save. Shroud is making this so incredibly tense with this deagle of his.
Four rounds between the two sides. Just when you think it's safe to close out a round, Shroud and his Desert Eagle causing more problems. Cloud9 have another timeout. Maybe to take a breather. Maybe to refocus and change approach. Cloud9 are at maximum loss bonus. Nothing but big buys coming from them. And again, they only need to take one over the line. Where's the coordination, guys? You sound like you're in a pub. Come on. There we go. Are they shouting for TSM?
I don't know, James.
What's going on? 15 to 11. Cloud9 on the bye once again. Lots of utility as well. Can they take it over the line now? The taste of defeat is bitter.
And they're looking for a fast picket towards Connector. Not a huge amount of grenades left at this point for Cloud9 at 1 minute 30 left.
Ooh. Ooh.
And he's very brave to make his way in here. Could have a CT on any of these very close positions. He's only got an AWP, but it's not the teammate to trade if things do go a bit awry. And it is Rain now in position. He spots the gun barrel. Easy frag for Rain. Nico picking up 2 there. Really nice stuff from him. B bomb site is quite open at this point. Skadoodle's there though. Picks up a kill onto Nico. And he gets into position to do more. Skadoodle can still save this round for Cloud9. It's still a possibility here as he tries to play this close position with the shot position. And they know exactly what's going on. Kiyoshima with the finish. Another round for Faze. That makes it 12 now. 3 more for overtime against Cloud9.
You start to wonder if the North American nightmare is coming back. The nightmare that Team Liquid had for a number of tournaments where they got close but could not close. It's the buy between the buys for Cloud9. $2,500 to $3,500. So pistols, armor, god grenade here and there. The big buy will come in the next round. They're running out of opportunities, Cloud9. Grenades being deployed, but nothing doing just yet. Faze taking it slow. They know what this round is. They know what to expect from their opponent. They will wait them out. Faze making sure there's no pushes anywhere. 1 player in Palace, 1 player ramp. Kishima's been left to manage B and the underpass. 2 players top mid for Faze. Lots of time on the clock for them.
Yeah, and you can see they're giving a lot of respect to Cloud9 because in these rounds Cloud9 have been quite dangerous, just as Faze tend to be, not allowing any peaks to happen in the window position or connector as well before they ultimately fall back and say, all right, okay, you guys aren't going to be aggressive, so guess it's up to us then. Faze about to make their mark, make their move onto the A-bomb site as we have Cloud9. Actually, with the information to know that this is happening, we see this push from nothing in the B apartments will allow them to deduce this, but it's not even required as they now will announce their presence with a series of grenades and an opening kill onto Skadoodle.
Rain trying to pressure the CT area, but little does he know, Stewie is around triple. Not a big deal for him, however. Nothing clearing house. 2 versus 3. They've done some damage. Nothing with a great shot onto Nico. Misses the no-scope, but he's still alive. Carrigan flying with the Tech-9, leaving it down to Shroud, of course. The bomb's been planted. He's got a deagle. Not much else. Rain to finish things off. The gap in the smoke was enough for the spray. 2 rounds. Is this the last full buy of Cloud9?
This was insane. If he hits this no-scope, oh my goodness. Carrigan, though, he denies it all. He denies the chances, and they start to wonder now of Cloud9 if this is getting into their heads that they are struggling so much to close this game, but they go to a double AWP setup. Stewie and Skadoodle on those AWP. Stewie, the ever-aggressive player, looking to get a quick frag there in middle. Oh, he's going to get it as well. Nico will fall. What a peek, what a flick. What a player. Stewie, 2K, falls back now as the push comes into the B apartments.
Stewie with 27 kills. Shroud, he's had a good game so far. Not going to continue in this round. Stewie picking Kiyoshima off in the meantime, retaining the man advantage for his side. He's got a good angle as well. Dare Faze peek this. No, nice smoke from them. Rain's made his way into connector, and the CTC must know it's B, but Rain is a problem, and he's got himself a 2K. That is humongous for his side. Nothing with the high ground, but there's no kit on these last 2 players. They don't really have much time. And I have to wonder, do they save at this point? Because they could eke together a better buy in the next round. This is a big gamble from him if they continue to push. There's one kill for nothing, charging into the site now, taken down by Rain and Stewie. He's got to save the AWP. Last chance saloon for Cloud9 at normal time.
Great round from Rain, what a catch there. We'll see Stewie able to pick up a last kill here as he was to be challenged, and a slim survival from Rain, but the money is not an issue for Faze. For Cloud9, however, they have that max loss bonus. And Faze take a timeout, actually, perhaps to collect themselves here. Wow, Rain really saving the round here with those kills of his, those 3 quick kills.
I'm surprised that Cloud9 went for it when it had 2 players left, because again, I mean, look at the impact it has on this round. Well, they managed to eke out a reasonable buy, actually. We'll see what Skadoodle is left with.
I think it's because they had that player coming in from the apartments. I think otherwise it is a no-go, but one more round, that's all Faze need to get the overtime. They've been grinding this out for so long. Can Cloud9 stop them? Cloud9 have had some great rounds, but they can't quite seem to get the finish that they need to end this map and bring it to a third.
We've got to look for the Stewie factor. The fact that he's AWPing and Skadoodle is on the UMP. Again, there's different styles, but Cloud9 know they need aggression. They need to take the round away from Faze. And that's what he'll be looking to do. Currently picking towards Palace. And maybe he's made the right play because the entire Faze team are on the A site. And Skadoodle, you can see him in the boost position. He really needs to do some good work here. Nothing by Sandwich, only good for the 1 kill. Skadoodle will get traded immediately as well. Stewie around jungle, but they're going to have to wait for these smokes to go down.
3 versus 3. As Stewie waits for the perfect timing. And his teammates will now rally towards this position, coordinate with him. Another smoke, but a gap to work with. Nico makes the run. He's going to go all the way around to short. Now can Cloud9 move in quickly enough? Can they take out these players? Nico's play only works if his teammates survive long enough, if they delay long enough here. Stewie waiting for the angle. They won't quite give it to him. It's quite the tease, but Stewie's teammate automatic picks up a frag nonetheless, but Nico's now in position and he'll start shooting. All of them down. 3 kills for Nico, and they've done it. They've grinded their way all the way back to being in this map. They've got an overtime. They've denied Cloud9 from finishing it off in regulation. That is a ballsy play, James. For Nico to run all the way around.
Tap, 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 tap. Just drilling them. 3 rounds a half. $10,000 per person. That's what we're looking at. Faze taking a breather with a timeout. Just looking ahead at what is to come. See some words there from Nico. Good spirits, but it's time to refocus. It's been quite the comeback from Faze to get to this point. You have to wonder how things are in the Cloud9 camp. Again, spectacular plays to get them such a nice lead. That lead has disintegrated. Now they're at risk again of a 0-2 scoreline. Does that play in the back of their minds? Double AWPs, Cloud9. They've gone for the all-in play at the beginning of overtime. Now, some people prefer 16K, 3 rounds. The fact it's 10K means that if Cloud9, if they get wiped out in this round, they are going to be in a lot of trouble.
See Alu already trying to get some picks to start that trouble for Cloud9 towards B, but he won't be successful just yet. He will be pushed back by the Molotov instead. And we'll have Cloud9 playing really passive positions towards B and really not having a huge presence in mid. It's just Stewie really in connector. It's getting quite late into the round now, or well, we're getting into the mid rounds, that is. And so you'd normally expect a team to start taking control of that position soon, so Stewie has to be careful. That said, it's not the case here for Faze. They are themselves also awaiting aggression, but can't get a pick. No aggression to capitalize upon from the CT side, so now they're going to start pushing themselves.
Kishima moving through the underpass towards that connector position where Stewie is currently lurking. That's a very nice start from Stewie. Great timing from him. the bomb, though, still over towards the A bomb site, but Karrigan's trying to sell a fake towards B, and it's working. Stewie's made his way all the way to market. 3 people stuck on B, but do Faze have the timing to move into A? It seems they do. Nothing is going to get headshot by Nico in the Palace position. He's going to hold the high ground. Rain's made his way into Connector. How do Cloud9 fight back into the A bomb site?
This is really hard because Nico shouldn't be peeking CT really very often in that position. He's going to fall all the way back as well. Skadoodle has got the angle, but they have the angles themselves. Alu, nice shot there. Knows that Stewie's coming, but there's more where that came from. A flash to peek. Very good stuff there from Cloud9 to push into forward positions, but they still have to take down Alu. He's such a problem. Skadoodle has him, though, with that AWP of his, and now Rain holds down the back as well. Faze looking fantastic here in this overall defense. His automatic goes for the spray. It doesn't quite find the finish on Karrigan, but now he's very weak. Automatic's running out of time right now. And the CT, as rather the Faze clan, are playing this perfectly.
Awkward for C9 at the end of that round, running out of options. And again, they got wiped out in that round. So once their buy comes in, you will see a distinct lack of money. The problem on the CT side is, if you go double AWP on the first round, you lose the first and the second, you've got nothing to fight with in the third. Nothing. No cash whatsoever. Double AWPs again. Cloud9 all in plays in round 1 and 2. And again, they're off to a good start, but is it enough? They had a good start last round, didn't win the round. Nothing with a nice pick off towards Tetris. Can it continue though? No, he's going to get traded. Automatic picked off in the meantime. And again, a good start, a flashy frag, and now it's a 4 versus 2 for Faze.
I can see some frustration there on Stewie's face. Immediately as nothing dies, they know that it's impossible to really retake this realistically. And as you said, their money is so strained by losing 2 in a row that they'll be hard-pressed to actually buy in this last round. So there's a big incentive for Faze to just hunt these kills with every single player. Let's see if they can keep these guns alive, these Cloud9 players. It's going to be tough. Faze knew that they were saving straight away, so they have a lot of time to do this. Now Shroud's down to 1, and he will eventually fall. Stewie needs to survive. He needs to survive. They have no money at all. And he'll go down. Rain with the wallbang, actually, from the B bomb site itself. You don't often see the frag made in that way, but he will this time. Oh, no, this is a nasty situation for Cloud9.
Yeah, they're fighting with pots and pans in this round. Things only going from bad to worse for the C9 side. It's a game of T halves, and there's still Cloud9's 3 rounds and a T half to come, but you definitely don't want to start at 0-3 facing match points. And that looks very likely with what little they have to fight with in this round. Stewie's making a play through the underpass, as you can see. 2 players in B for the CT side. He'll play patiently, aiming maybe for a crouch peek perhaps. A little bit low, his crosshair. No one venturing low from Faze just yet into the underpass. 3 players in mid, and I wonder if they'll have a look from the back. Nico clearing out the connector area. And Stewie, he needs to make a play soon. Otherwise, opportunities may be lost. Speaking of which, picked off from the back. That's going to compound the problems for Cloud9.
Nico, the assassin, has made his way behind enemy lines now as well, as he moves in towards CT spawn. And looks for more kills, and to set his team up to just win the round in the safest way possible. You never want to be overconfident or overextend really in a round like this. And his team can just wait for Nico. They've got plenty of time to do so. And he should find another free one. And there it is. Free one at number 2 for Nico. And it could be number 3 very shortly as well. As there's a player on the stairs, but that'll be dealt with by the rest of his teammates as they march on into the A site, which has been cleared quite methodically by Nico. It's just automatic and Shroud to try to do this in this last round of the first half of overtime 1. It's a desperate situation, a very desperate situation here for Cloud9.
Shroud dueling in the underpass with a CZ, soon to run out of bullets. Double peek as well from the T's, and there's just nothing going Cloud9's way. But they're going to have to get this half, these halves even, out of their minds. The T half is to come, and that's where they had their success here on Mirage. That's where they'll need to, because it's match point, 3 match points for Faze, as it's their turn to defend on Mirage.
Cloud9, they have to win 3 in a row on the T side, and And that was, as you said, no problem really in regulation time. You know, they had an amazing half on the T side, but now with all the context of having, you know, Faze battle back on that T side of theirs, just winning all those rounds in a row. This is where you need that mentality, that quality of a champion, of just having that composure, being able to stay in the moment here and play your best game no matter the situation. Quick smoke on top mid here for Cloud9 to take some ground early on, but Nico needs to put some pressure on as well. He's got a teammate out there. Oh, Stewie's fast though.
Stewie making his way in, but there's only so much he can do, and that's not much. Oh man, Skadoodle just made a play through the smoke on ramp, but Rain is there. He's up close. The fights continue on the A site. Shroud carrying the bomb now. Has got lots of CTs to deal with, but maybe Automatic can run distraction. They have the flashbang towards them. They know somebody's there, and that's the bomb down. Again, this is match point for Faze. Automatic's got 2 players to kill, and that smoke is really going to slow things down. Got to be careful with that Tracer. Every third bullet will give his position away. He has time. He can simply wait out this smoke. It's about 18 seconds, but he might have wanted to reload. He's got 12 bullets in his magazine and 2 players to find, so at this point, if he reloads, his position is given away, and a double peek is likely from the CT side. So he's got to gamble with what he has, at least for the time being. Awkward angles. That smoke, second smoke, will disappear towards triple and leave him more exposed, especially considering Carrigan's position. Although as that clock continues to tick, Carrigan will move around a little bit. And there it is, 19 to 15, a monstrous comeback from Faze versus Cloud9, who looks sure to take Mirage, but no, Faze looking unstoppable here at the ECS finals.
Absolutely gutting there from Cloud9. If you just look at how they were playing, the fact that they couldn't close it, that's going to be something that will haunt them for quite some time. But it really also speaks volumes to Faze in that they can just keep playing their game up against so many match points. Faze have only done things to just earn our respect.